Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. Hope everyone is doing well on this Friday. Before we get into today's video, please do me a small favour. Make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. And also, I want to know your thoughts on Matheus Cunha to Manchester United. Let me know how you're feeling about this deal. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Should we have gone for someone else? Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. We are going to start off today's show by talking about, believe it or not, Matheus Cunha. So we had a big update come out overnight from Mr. Fabrizio Romano, who is reporting, where is the story? There it is. He is saying that Manchester United are now advanced in the deal to sign Matheus Cunha. And he says, here we go, expected soon. He says negotiations for Manchester United to sign Matheus Cunha are now at the final stages. Manchester United are confident the deal will be finalised soon. I mean, that's massive, isn't it? I don't remember the last time this happened, where Manchester United were able to... I'm just trying to think. When was the last time this happened? I think it was with Memphis Depay was the last time, wasn't it? Where, like, at the end of the season, we announced that we'd signed Memphis Depay and that he would join on the 1st of June or something. I don't think we've ever done that before, as far as I'm aware. Maybe in the past, but like in recent history. So yeah, it's massive. It's a massive, massive deal for Manchester United. This one of the shining lights in the Premier League in the last few years. I think Matheus Cunha. Perfect age. I think he's just turned 25. Let me double check that though. He fits the age profile anyway of what Ineos are looking for. 25 and under. Yeah, he turns 26 in May. So he's in his prime right now. Had a phenomenal season. He's got 18 goals and assists this season in 28 matches in the Premier League. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. Incredible stats. I'm wondering what positions he's played this season, because I know he can play in multiple positions, but let's have a little look. So this season, he's played 15 times as an attacking midfielder, 7 times as a striker, 5 times as a centre forward, 2 times as a left winger and once as a right winger. I mean, that's the versatility we need there. Somebody who can either play as a striker or a midfielder. And 9 of his 15 goals have come playing as an attacking midfielder, which is, again, a position we're crying out for. So I'm absolutely buzzing about this. Man United will obviously have to trigger the 62.5 million release clause. But apparently Man United will pay that in instalments over 5 years. So let me work that out for you quickly. Because sometimes with release clauses, the club say, oh, we want all the money up front. But apparently with this Matheus Cunha one, let's have a look. So it would be 62.5 divided by 5. Yeah, so it would be £12.5 million for the next 5 seasons. So it's not bad at all, really. And it shows how Manchester United can spend money this summer, because they only have to pay £12.5 million this year, £12.5 million next year, and so on. So I'm really excited about this deal. I think it's a real statement of intent. I think it does take us up a level. Imagine a team with Bruno and Matheus Cunha in. I think that's going to be enjoyable to watch. And a team with Amad Diallo back, and a team with the new striker. Our whole attacking line could be completely different next season. Like Højlund's probably going to be a bench player or sold. Garnacho will become more of a squad player, which I think is the right thing at his age. He shouldn't be starting every single game with that pressure on him. And Xerxes, I think, will be a squad player as well. So like your attacking front three could be Liam Delap, Matheus Cunha, and Amad, with Ugarte and Bruno as your 2 kind of midfielders. I mean, I think that'd be solid. I do. We still need to sort out the right wing-back and left wing-back position, because they're such an important part of the attacking element of Ruben Amorim's teams. But one thing at a time. I'm happy about this. I don't know how you guys feel. Anybody just joining, the news is that Manchester United are now at an advanced stage to sign Matheus Cunha, and they're confident that a deal will be announced very soon. That's coming out from Fabrizio Romano. So that's very, very positive. And that looks like it will be Manchester United's first big signing of the summer. So that's really, really positive. Let's see what else we've got for the show today. 1 second. Right, the next story is about Onana. Again, this is coming up from Fabrizio Romano, that apparently Manchester United are now considering selling Andre Onana this summer, but they want to get back as much money as possible versus what they paid was it 2 years ago we signed Onana? I'm trying to remember how long ago it was. It feels like it was a lifetime ago. A lifetime of misery. I think it was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Or it will be 2 years in the summer. Yeah, I just think now it's got to the point where, you know, we need to move on Andre Onana, realistically. There's no other way of sugarcoating it. I could say to you that give him another chance. You know, he was good at Inter Milan. I just don't see it anymore. I think the time's come. I think move Andre Onana on. Make sure you sign the right person this time. Don't mess up again. Yeah, I don't think there's any solution now. If that makes sense. I just think it's done. I think Manchester United have got to a point where they need to sell him now. It's as simple as that. I don't know how you guys feel. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think that, you know, he should be given another chance. I just think the amount of mistakes he's made, I don't know. I just think it's just better if we part ways with him, move him on, and be done with it. But again, you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section about Andre Onana. Like, do you think he deserves another chance? Would you give him another chance? Or would you at this point just say, you know what? It hasn't worked out. Thank you for everything. You know, there's been a couple of good games here and there. Goodbye. I think that would be the best option. But looking a little bit deeper into what will happen, the story saying that there is a strong interest at the moment from the Saudi Pro League. So that will probably be the most likely destination. The question is whether Andre Onana will agree to go to the Saudi Pro League. That's the question we don't know the answer to right now. I would like to think he would, but I mean, that's just like my opinion, you know? Obviously, I'm not Andre Onana. I don't know for a fact that he'll want to leave a comfortable life in England to go and play in the Saudi Pro League, you know? Hopefully he sees the you know, his senses and thinks, you know. But at the same time, he's on 150k a week. The one thing I did read actually, which I thought was quite relevant here, is obviously all of the players are going to go down about 30% in wages because of the Europa League. Sorry, because if we don't qualify for the Champions League, our players will lose 30% of their salary. So if Andre Onana is on 150, if we don't have any European football, I think it was, we'd go down 30%. So in Andre Onana's example, yeah, I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? The point I'm making is, if he's on 150k a week now, he might be on 120k a week next year, and he might look at the situation and say, you know what, I can go to Saudi, I can earn 300k a week tax free. You know, the pressure will be taken off him. He's not going to lose his place as the national team goalkeeper for Cameroon, because he's just not. So I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely would look to move on Andre Onana at this stage. I think it's done realistically. But you can let me know what you guys think. Let me know. Let's see what else we've got here. Somebody's saying, why are we signing Liam Delap? Well, I think we're signing Liam Delap because Jason Wilcox worked at Man City. Jason Wilcox was the head of the academy at Man City, so he knows Liam Delap well. And from what we're reading, it seems like the whole board are in agreement that Liam Delap's the right option. Now, that doesn't mean that he's the best striker available. It just means that effectively, with the amount of money we have and the amount of players we need, I said this on the show yesterday, we can't sign 6 players of Victor Osimhen's quality and price in one window. And we need like 5 or 6 players. We need strikers. We need attacking midfielders. We need right wing back. We need a central midfielder. We need a goalkeeper probably. Like, we need 5 or 6 first team players. And 5 or 6 first team players are probably going to cost you 60 million a player, right? So, I mean, if you just do very simple maths, do we all agree that we need 6 players? A striker, attacking midfielder, a midfielder, a right wing back, a goalkeeper, and then you could even argue a centre back, I think 6 players minimum, first team players, all going to cost you 50 to 60 million. That's 360 million pounds worth of transfer fees. We're not going to spend 360 million in one window. It's just not going to happen. You know, we're already going to get Cunha for 62.5. And then we still need another 5 million. We still need another 4 players. Like, that's why we're looking at Liam Delap, because Jason Wilcox knows him. Jason Wilcox has worked with him. And when you look at what's available on the market and you look at the prices and the wages, he's not a terrible option. Is he my number one option? No, I'd rather have Gyökeres. I'd rather have Osimhen. But I also, if someone said to me, you can have Osimhen and nothing else, what would you do? I would rather have, you know, a central defensive midfielder, a right wing back, a goalkeeper. If getting Liam Delap means that we can get all the deals done that we need to do, then so be it, you know? Obviously, we'll only know at the end of the window. So at the moment, I'm okay with it. But if it gets to the end of the window and we've only signed Liam Delap and Matheus Cunha, I'll be a bit like, why? You know? Like, I'm expecting 5 or 6 players this season, this window. And I'm expecting 5 or 6 players to leave the club as well. So that's my expectation here. That's why I'm being a bit more understanding about it. It's because I think that they're spending less to then buy more players. But again, I might be wrong. Right, let's see what else we've got in the chat. All right, let's talk about this Antony swap deal. Right, so this is coming out from... It's coming out from multiple different people yesterday that obviously Real Betis want to sign Antony. We know that. He's on loan there. He's doing well. They don't, unfortunately, have the money to be able to do a deal here, which isn't surprising. But apparently Manchester United are looking at central midfielder Johnny Cardoza, who plays for Real Betis. And there is murmurs that apparently Manchester United will look to do a swap deal, which will see Antony join Real Betis on a permanent deal and Johnny Cardoza join Manchester United on a permanent deal. He's a defensive midfielder. He is, I guess you would say, similar to Edison from Atalanta. Maybe not as good, slightly different type of player, but just for argument's sake, he would be playing in that position, the central midfield role, where at the moment Ugarte's playing or Casemiro's playing or Bruno's playing when they drop deeper, okay? So that's who we're apparently looking at. He's valued at about 20, 30 million. He is United States of America international. I'll be honest, I don't really watch the La Liga, so I can't really tell you that much about him. I mean, he's played a lot of games for Real Betis. He's played 40 times this season for Real Betis. He's a defensive midfielder, very strong defensively. I guess it would be a good deal. I don't know. Like, as long as Antony goes, I'm happy. I think Antony's probably worth 30, 40 million. So the question is he worth 30, 40 million? So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about that. I don't watch La Liga, so it's kind of difficult for me to comment on him. But if there's anybody in the chat who watches La Liga regularly, I'd be very interested to know what you guys think about Johnny Cardoza. Is he a decent player? Is he worth going for? Let me know. I personally don't know too much about him. I'm gonna watch Real Betis' next game now because I'm very interested to see about this player. I've seen a couple of people that I know saying that like he would be a really good option, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. How old is he? He's 23. 23 years of age. Tony saying that Newcastle are in the race for Delap. But they've got Isak. Why would they want Delap? Yeah, I don't know why Newcastle would want Delap unless they think Isak's going to leave. John says Liam Delap is a low risk buy and Prem experienced, ready made, unlike Osimhen. That's the fair point. Is Liam Delap a better player than Osimhen? No, but he's going to cost a third of the price. His wages will probably be a fifth of Osimhen's wages. Osimhen's wanting around 350k a week. Liam Delap's on about 20k a week at Ipswich. So you'd probably be able to give him 80, 90 grand a week and you'd be fine, right? So I understand the logic from a financial standpoint. One player has played in England his whole career. He's played in Manchester. He's lived in Manchester as a Manchester City youth player and wouldn't cost you that much money. The other has never played in England before. Huge wages, huge transfer fee. Slightly older. Not that old, only 26, 27. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, Osimhen is a better player than Liam Delap. But as John says in the chat, there is more risk involved with signing Osimhen for, what did we say, 350k a week and 62.5 million in wages, in transfer fee, than it is to sign Liam Delap on the cheap. And as I said, I have no problem with Liam Delap as long as we sign 5 or 6 players this summer. If at the end of the season, the end of the transfer window, we've only signed 2 players and one of them's Liam Delap, I'm not going to be happy. So my kind of voice of reasoning here is, if the plan is to get Matheus Cunha, then get Liam Delap, then we get a right wing back, maybe we get Frimpong, then you go and get a central defensive midfielder, then you're looking at goalkeepers, then you're looking at centre backs, I'd say fine, no problem. I will sacrifice the 60 million that we would have spent on Osimhen if it meant that we're going to go and buy 2 players with that money. That's fine with me. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you think that all we need is Osimhen, but I look at this team at the moment, I look at the squad we have, and I honestly think we're like, maybe, let me have a think. How many first team players do I think we are away from being like in the top 6? I think we need a new goalkeeper, a new left back, a new right back. So that's 3 players minimum. I think our centre back options are decent, so I'm happy with that. We definitely need another central defensive midfielder to play alongside Ugarte. So that's 4 first team players. We need another striker, definitely a first team striker. That's 5. And we need another attacking midfielder. That's 6. Those are all first team players. I don't mean like squad players. So in my eyes, we need a minimum of 6 first team players, starting players, to be in a position where we compete next season. And that could be Matheus Cunha, it could be Liam Delap, it could be Frimpong, it could be Edison from Atalanta, it could be Diogo Costa from Porto, and it could be, who would be the left wing back? I don't know, somebody. I can't think of the top of my head. But, I don't think we're going to be in the top 4 with Patrick Dorgu as the left wing back. And I'm not. That doesn't mean I'm writing him off. He's only 19, 20. He should be a squad player. He shouldn't be starting every week for Man United at that age. Before this, he was playing for a relegation fighting team in Serie A. So, yeah, we need a lot of deals this summer, and it's not like Arsenal, who just need to sign a striker and they've got everything else on lock. Like, we need a whole team pretty much. So yeah. What else we got here? Richard says, watch Osimhen's games. He will struggle at United. I mean, it's all hypothetical. We don't know. Osimhen might come here and he might score 30 goals in the first season. He might come here and score 5. It's just so difficult to predict. What do I think of Joe Bellingham? I think Joe Bellingham will leave this summer, I think. I don't think he'll come to Manchester United, though, I don't think. I'd be very, very surprised. I think Joe Bellingham will end up going to the German league, like his brother did. I think he'll follow a similar path. I've seen stories that like Leipzig and Dortmund are interested in him, so... yeah, I don't think Joe Bellingham will come to Man United. I'd be very, very surprised. Remember that Jude Bellingham and his family came to Old Trafford and to Carrington and all the rest of it, and they rolled out the red carpet for him and he wasn't impressed. So I just don't see it. And remember that Jude Bellingham and Joe Bellingham's agent is their father, so it'll be the same person working on the deal. Al says paying Osimhen 350 grand a week is a no. I agree, to be fair. I think those wages are crazy. Because the thing is, right, we'll be sat here in a year's time and we'll be complaining, saying, why did we give Osimhen 350k a week? Like, you can already see the stories being written. It's a low risk, Liam Delap. And it might pay off, it might not pay off. And until we let it roll, we see what happens, it's impossible to really be angry or upset about it. Because, as we've said before, Osimhen might come to Manchester United and he might be amazing, you know, and it might be 350 grand a week. And the 350 grand a week might be value well spent. Or he might come to Manchester United and he might get 5 goals in a season and we've paid 300. Like, it's so difficult to predict, you know? Just to summarise that bit of the show, I am agreeing that Osimhen is a better player than Liam Delap, 100%. But what I'm not agreeing with is he worth spending 3 times our limited budget on, right? Osimhen's 60 million plus, right? Liam Delap's 20. Is he worth paying 3 times the amount for, plus probably playing at least 5 times the amount in wages when we don't have much money to spend? That's more the question that we're talking about here. Not whether one's better than the other. It's whether in this current market and the current situation we find ourselves in, is that a sensible use of funds? Probably not. If it was Arsenal, I'd say, yeah, go and do it. You know, they only need to sign 1 player. They've already got Zubimendi, I believe. Sign Zubimendi and Osimhen. Amazing. They've already got good players in every other position. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. Thank you very much for watching the show today. It's been an amazing stream. We've had over 300 people watching live, which is great. Please do me a favour before you leave, all right? Make sure to drop a like on the video. It really, really helps the channel out. Be sure to subscribe. We've been stuck at the same subscriber count for weeks and it is literally doing my head in. So please subscribe on your way out if you're not already. I will be back tomorrow morning, as always. Have a great Friday, everybody. And I'll speak to you all on the next one. Bye for now.